Where's he gone? Oh, I need gallery view.
What? Where have I gone? I'm
Oh,
in another realm.
Sorry, I could only see Cal because he was speaking, so I don't.
Oh, turn on to gallery view.
Yeah, do gallery mode.
That's what I just said.
I was too busy being fucking mystical.
I was literally saying.
I can't listen and be mystical at the same time. It's really hard work.
Surely, if you're mystical, you should be all hearing, all seeing.
Oh yeah,
true.
Shit mystic.
I'm a fraud. I'm going to be honest. I'm a fucking fraud.
Shit stick.
I'm so shit stick. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's just start now. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to #WINELADS, Series 2, Episode 2. We are joined with me, Boomer. Hello.
and me, Vegeta, the Prince of Saiyans. But my friends call me Cal, and you can too.
Lovely. We're joined by our special guest, Mr. Justin Crane.
Hello. I don't have a fascinating intro like Cal just did.
No.
Didn't have one prepared.
I do it every week.
Although I do have, as you mentioned, you are Vegeta, the Prince of. That's that tiny blue thing.
Oh yeah.
That is a little model of Vegeta going Super Saiyan blue.
What's Vegeta from? Oh, from. Sorry, I thought you were saying Fajita, not Vegeta.
I'm a chicken fajita. The Prince of Food.
The Prince of Raps.
Dragon Ball, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I still cool, or do I still know these things? Are you cool if you do know these things? I don't know.
It's a fine line. I don't really know.
We'll let the wine-loving public decide that. The wine and Dragon Ball Z correlate? We're certainly going to try and make them to.
Yeah. Why not? It's fine. It's fine. Anyway.
Well, given I've got a Dragon Ball Z Funko Pop Advent calendar that I will be opening every day of December and sharing it with the WINELADS community.
How big is that Advent calendar?
Hang on, I'll show you.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think this is the front. No, where's the front? This is the front. And then you pop that down and there's a little platform for them all to stand on. Although I'm a bit miffed that normally Advent calendars, they mix up the order.
Yeah.
It's just all in.
Nah, as it was.
I can count. I know how that works. I don't have to search for the number.
I prefer that. I think why is it a thing that they're not in order? The fuck sort of sense do the Advent calendars make? Dates are in order. That's how they work.
It's
because you've got to have that 2-3 second thing of kids searching for something to get a reward.
That's how you train them.
I was going to say it's like training a dog.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, absolutely. I remember you used to being really pissed off that there wasn't 25.
Yes. Yeah. Although I had a Simpsons Advent calendar one year, which went all the way up to New Year.
Did it?
And because the way the days fell, because me and my two brothers, we shared going through the Advent calendar. So it'd be my older brother, then me, then my younger brother, and so on and so forth. The way the days fell rather, my little brother would always get. He ended up on Christmas Day and also on New Year's Eve, and both of them were big chocolate ones. So he got both the big chocolates.
He had that rigged.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Christmas aside, we've got too much Christmas talk already, really. What you should do is you should have a like a Yule one, because doesn't Yule last for like a month?
I thought Yule was a log.
It's used during Yule.
What's the matter, Yule?
Exactly.
It's 9 weeks to Christmas, I was told today.
Jeez,
that person got slapped in the face. Right away.
Oh man, that's insane.
Yeah.
Best not to think about it.
We haven't had Halloween yet, so let's get Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween's gonna be good.
My wife Jem's got a I don't know why I have to tell you my wife. She's my wife.
My wife.
Just for those checking out. My wife Jem explained today that you can only start celebrating or preparing for Christmas at least after November the 6th. But you've got to get Halloween out of the way, and then they're not having it, but bonfire night, and then you can.
I would agree with that.
Then you can consider about Christmas.
As an avid Christmas lover, I would agree with that. Yeah, there is. Even I have my limits. There is too early to start with Christmas, and I feel like we get worse every year with the adverts and whatnot.
Yep.
I think December the 1st.
Yeah, I would go with that as well.
It gets a full month. No other holiday gets that. Come on, just like except maybe Yule, but no one celebrates Yule anymore because it's
The log. It's just a log.
Yeah, just a log.
Happy Yule.
Oh, got Ludo here.
Ludo.
Yeah.
Already.
Anyway, so we've got a special treat today. This is Justin's idea, where he came up with the idea of to make it a little bit different, a Goon Bag Special for Wine Lads today. Justin, tell us a little bit about what the fuck a Goon Bag is.
Goon bag is the popular Australian term for boxed wine.
Okay, because this makes sense. Like every time I hear goon bag, I want to go goon bag.
Oh yeah,
Let's get a
totally.
goon bag.
Totally, that's where
Fucking Goon Bag.
it comes from. Although I was just reading a blog today. Sorry for getting my phone out. From goonbags.com.australia.
Is this a fan club? Or?
I don't know. It's what they were just saying that they're getting less and less popular in Australia because it's seen as a cheap option of booze, while when Australia apparently is a premium country that want to be seen not spending less money on their alcohol. So that's kind of weird.
It's
Which is a bit disappointing because they sell shitloads.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a big. Half the wines you sort of see at a supermarket are Australian.
Yeah,
really, so there are loads of them. But I didn't know that this level of wine snobbery was existing in 2020. I thought we were above this now.
We're trying to bring it back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not helping, are we? Are we making it? Are we making things worse? I mean,
No, we're making things better.
I don't know. It sounds like we're making it worse.
Do you want a quick goon bag fact?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading this straight from the page. I was supposed to do some research earlier and just ran out of
We've
time.
never done research, don't worry.
Charles Malter, who in 1967 invented the plastic airtight tap that was welded to the inner wine bladder and allowed for much more convenient access to your wine.
Ooh.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. So there we go.
Where's was it Charles Malta?
Charles Malta.
Where's he from? I want it to be Malta.
Oh, I should say, sorry, Charles Malta invented the tap. 2 years before that, Thomas Angove, I don't want to leave him out, invented the wine bladder, the inner wine bladder. You used to cut the corner and then you pour out your wine from there.
So
And
you
we
cut
seal
the
it with a peg.
Oh, I was about to say, like, just cut it. Then just drink.
Yeah.
Just got a hold of it.
You ready? Here we go, go.
High time, go.
Oh, that one.
There's a goon bag for you. So, yeah, they're great.
Okay, so do we, obviously, I'm assuming you have also prepared for this, Cal.
Yes, I went out and bought a box of wine about 15 minutes before this started because I forgot this week. I mean, no, I didn't even forget. I just was lazy and I was like, I'll do it on the day, won't I? And then work ran a bit long and I was like, shit, I haven't even showered today. So I had a shower and then I went out and got one, but I got one nonetheless. So technically I am prepared.
Cool. So I guess we should present our bags.
Present them.
Justin, you first.
Okay. I actually went out and bought two, but I'm going to save one till later.
Right,
because,
how much sugar? They like 3 liters.
it's because I'm going on another podcast tomorrow, and I need to bring. It's not a wine one, but I need to bring some booze with me. So I bought one for that, and I bought it purely on the packaging. So we'll go into that later. But the one I've chosen today, I'll probably get a few booze and hisses because it's a white, and I know you don't like your whites, but I don't really like reds. But I've gone for a Tesco special, the Isla Negra, which I imagine is the Black Island. I imagine. I mainly bought it because Isla always reminds me of the islands from Jurassic Park. So I was straight.
Is it because it means island?
I think so. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
The word island always reminds me of islands.
So It's got seagull inspired by the coast. And there we go. Stays fresh for 6 weeks after opening. It won't last 6 weeks. It won't last. And
the way you're talking, it's not going to last the rest of this evening.
the equivalent of 3 bottles, 18 glasses. 18 glasses. Who are they kidding? There we go. So, and it's from Chile, I should say, by Pedro.
lovely Chilean red.
Pedro Zimene. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. It's a white.
Well, I have gone for another. It's also Chilean. I've gone for a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh,
It's got a panther on the front. I'm assuming. No,
That's pretty cool.
Panther. That's cool. That's also, it's a Negra panther. Yeah. Panthers are usually Negra. We'll probably find out something like it actually means white. Yeah, it's red, it's dry. I don't know how long you can keep it. I've never actually bought a box of wine before. This is the first box of wine I've ever bought.
I've bought one before. They're pretty fun.
Yeah, it's red with a shimmer of violet.
Ooh, a shimmer of violet.
Shimmer. It's just, I guess, because it's got a panther on it, they're just trying to make it a bit sexier.
They're basically
Kind of
trying to
got-
make you picture a panther with its shimmering fur and sleek
Yeah.
dance through the meadow.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it does remind. It reminds me of a song. Maybe I should mention that later on if we pair it with something. Actually, yeah.
Cool.
That's me.
Well, I got the same one as Jazz.
Oh!
Are they different colours?
Oh wait, they are different colours.
Well, you're red.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh my god, they confuse them and make pink.
Rose.
Yeah, so I went to Tesco. And it's the only one they had, so I was like, all right, I'll do.
And you've gone for a Cabernet Sauvignon as
A
well.
Cabernet Sauvignon, also from Chile, and also stays fresh for 6 weeks after opening. And it also
cool.
has a seagull. It also reminds me of islands and the coast. And it is equivalent to 3 bottles, as I was hoping for. And it's a red. Bloody lovely red. So how are we doing this? Are we going to take the bags out of the boxes?
That was going to be my next question. What's the protocol, Jazz?
Well, it's got a little tap system.
It does, but I wasn't sure if we were going to be like squirting it into our mouths and not.
Yeah, as it's a goon bag, I didn't know if we would hold it like the silver bladder that it is, or if we were to just be more civilized and just use the inbuilt tap invented by
Charles Malta.
Charles Malta.
Charles Malta. I'm shameful to say this. I think we should use the tap.
Okay, I'm fine with that. That actually works better, to be honest.
The good thing, opening a box though, you've already done it, haven't you? Got to use your knuckle to get in there.
It does have a tap boom. It's just hidden because mine was hidden and I found it now.
Oh, I just had to.
You got to jimmy it. You got to jimmy it about. Come on, there we go. Come on, that's it. Good one. All right.
Your 3 weeks starts now.
Join us next week when the wines are open.
Okay, I did it. So now
I feel like I should have put down a tarp or something like that because I'm definitely going to just spaff wine everywhere.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, that little protecty dealie comes off pretty damn easily.
There we go. And here we are with my
Jazz wins.
Oh.
Jazz wins. Oh, my dad has very similar glasses to them. I'm a big fan.
Aren't they sweet?
Hey, it's fucking going away! That came out faster than I expected.
Have you just got a regular? Is that a stemless wine glass, or is it just a tumbler?
No, it's a stemless wine glass. Although I just bought 6 of them and then got rid of all of our other glasses. So which is a bit weird. Like when I do like work meetings, I was having some squash, and it just because I only have these, I was just sitting there drinking that. Like, are you drinking wine? No, I promise this is actually I just drink squash from wine glasses, and it looks like rosé.
I had a talking about weird things at work meetings. Go on a tangent. That looks amazing. I got pulled to one side after a work meeting a few weeks ago, saying that I was meeting with some clients, and basically my client was saying to me afterwards, basically, Justin, we really don't appreciate you vaping in front of everybody. I was like, what? I was like, I don't even smoke. I don't do any of that. And I was just chewing my pen at the time, just thinking, because it was silver, he thought I was just having cheeky vapes. I was like, no.
Oh dear. What a misunderstanding.
I just masturbated next time. It was all right.
Right, so
Oh, sorry,
steps.
I dived straight in.
It's fine. You got white wine. I don't think there are any
Yeah.
steps for that. No one gives a shit.
No.
It's just red wine people at snooty and insist on doing this. So swirl to oxidize said wine.
Woo!
Smells
I'd
of
say look at the colour,
fridge.
but it's fucking dark in my room, so I can't really. It's not going to make much difference.
Mine looks like piss.
Does
Cold,
it taste
so-
like?
No,
Cold
because it's been in the fridge, so you can't taste anything.
I'm pretty sure that's not a real thing. If it's
Well-
been in the fridge, you can't taste it.
Well, no, it's more difficult to taste things that are cold than. Don't you find that, or is it just me?
It depends on how cold, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because I can taste a beer.
Very true.
Keep
Well,
them.
are you really tasting the beer? Are you tasting the cold? And actually, what you're tasting, people think beer tastes like, is actually what cold tastes like.
Taste
about
the
that.
cold.
Well,
Could be a Coors Light catchphrase.
Coors Light, taste the cold. Yeah.
Coors Light does just taste of cold.
Taste of the common cold.
It
Oh, it's just gross. It's full of bogeys.
tastes of Jean-Claude Van Damme getting
Yeah.
fucking coked out of his mind on a mountain. Did you hear about that when that advert where he had Jean-Claude Van Damme doing all the Coors Light stuff? So apparently the first time they shot it, they actually had to. Everything was booked for just one day. They got there, they do all his scenes, and then fly back, and it's all finished. So they put him up in a hotel the night before, and he just did so much coke and just got so off of his tits they had to cancel the entire shoot the following day, pay for all the crew, all the helicopters, everything they'd rented, and basically push it all back a full day so that they could sober him up in time to actually shoot something.
Jesus Christ.
That mountain wasn't snow.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It
Also,
was.
As a famous actor, or a once famous actor, surely shouldn't he be really good at being able to like do loads of coke and loads of drink and then still work the next day? If he can't do that right, then what business does he have being an actor?
He's not much of an actor.
Well,
He was just he was
clearly.
really good, he was really good at doing the splits and sounding French.
He's better at both. I can't remember. What do you call Belgian people?
They speak Flemish.
Flemish, yeah, that was
Belgian
Flemish.
people. Hashtag Belgian people.
Although they still speak French there as well, don't they?
They speak many languages there, don't they?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you spent much time in Belgium?
I used to live in Belgium for a bit.
Ah, in
Did
your
you?
face.
No, I didn't. That's a lie.
Yeah, Justin, one thing you should learn is that you have to be very careful. Whatever Cal says might not be true.
Most of the time, it's not.
Exactly. It's an interesting game.
I don't really let it bleed into the podcast too much though. But maybe I'll start because it's fun.
He did
I
say
like
he
lying.
had a advent calendar for Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops, and he came out of the goods with that.
And that was true.
Yeah,
That
so
was true. That's a
maybe,
rare
maybe,
occasion
maybe
where I
he's just
don't
leading
lie.
us into a false sense of security.
This is how his lies are so good because he keeps telling you the truth and then will just straight up lie to your face.
On something so ridiculous that you'll think, oh, no, that's probably true.
Yeah, it's usually something so silly like, no, that sounds feasible. Why would you make that up?
Exactly. Why? No reason. I just love lying. And sorry. If my girlfriend's watching this, not to you. I'll never lie to you.
Never to you. Never to you.
Was that a lie? There's no
Well,
way of
yeah.
knowing now.
She'll find out.
As if your
yeah,
girlfriend watches this.
She's watched some. She's told me she's watched some, and I tested her, and she got some bits right.
Give
And
her
I
a
was like,
fucking wine lads quick.
you did watch that. That happened. Yeah. So you
In
did, yeah.
Series 1, Episode 8, Boomer claimed to have done which of the following?
In scene 2F04. How's everyone's wine?
All right. It's all right. I'll tell you what. These descriptions I can never taste what they're telling me I should be tasting.
What's the description of?
Flavors of grapefruit, lime, and gooseberry.
Oh, yeah, there it
This
is.
tastes like drinkable white wine to me, which is a bonus. Let's put it that way.
I had a wine on the weekend, right? Or weekends? I don't know what day. I've had a week off. I'm not quite sure what day it is. It's Thursday now.
Thursday.
I was away for a few days earlier on in the week, and I was just drinking some wine, and this is like thing that you sent me, Cal, where you can like keep a track of it and list it.
Oh, the app. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to do that now.
Oh, cool.
Quick shout out to old Vivino. Keep track of all the wines you had. You can post reviews, see other people's reviews. This podcast is sponsored by Vivino. It's not. Yeah, so I'm going to do it right now.
What are you going to say? Just read out loud what you're going to say for good content.
Okay. Right, you got to take a picture of the thing first. So I've only done it with bottles so far. Let's see if it works with a box.
I know you can get this box as a... Because I just buy everything from Lidl. You can get this in this Sexy Panther wine. I'm going to refer to this now as the Cabernet Sauvignon as Sexy Panther wine because it's a pink box covered in pink mountains with a Sexy Panther on it.
So I did a photo. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I took the photo and it's found it. Oh God, no, you can't see that at all, can you?
No. Not really.
It's too bright. Anyway, so it's found at Seashore Cabernet Sauvignon 2017 by Isla Negra. It's got an average rating of 3.3 stars. And people have said, well, this is what, I'm not going to say names actually. This is the first person said, good old Chilean standby, drinkable, straightforward, and anonymous. There is so much Isla Negra in the supermarket. I'm a bit suspicious as to whether it all comes from the same place. Turns out Pablo Neruda named the village where he lived after a rocky island off the coast. Can that really be true? Coincidentally, Neruda moved. So he goes into a big a history about Pablo Neruda and then starts talking about Tintin. And it said there is little of Neruda and nothing of Tintin in this drink, which I would agree with. There isn't.
You don't want any Tintin in your drink. Maybe some Snowy.
or Captain Haddock. It was an E-Belgian.
Captain Haddock.
No, Tintin's Belgian, yeah.
Yeah. And
Very
go,
good.
look at that, it comes full circle.
Oh, so yeah, I've put my.
He was one of them Belgian people.
Can you see my? Oh, you might be. Oh no, it's got a reflection. Oh shit! I've accidentally rated it. Okay, it's getting a 3 for now. Whoops. Go away. There you go. So this is what the screen looks like. Oh, I can nearly fucking see it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got star ratings and shit. Stop looking at me. Get in front of my face. Anyway, good enough. Rich and fruity. It's written on the box. It's not really a revelation, that. Yeah, I've rated 3 stars, apparently. Which, to be honest, from my initial reaction, that's fair.
Out of what, 5?
It's fine. It's, as I was going to say, like with the other one I reviewed the other day, I just reviewed it as perfectly serviceable.
You know what you should do is review it when you've drunk 2/3 of the box. Do it again. Oh no, it's a solid 5.
Yeah, I think you should have the 1 litre review, the 2 litre review, and the final 3 litre review.
I fucking love you, wine.
Why won't you return my calls? So I've said for mine, I've given it a 3-star because honestly, not blown away with the taste. It's very, very average red. It's a bit sharp, not great on its own. It's fine, I guess. This is verbatim what I've written. Probably better paired with meat. I reckon this would be nice if I had a nice steak in front of me, or maybe a bit of lamb. Maybe something spicy. I've had something spicy. But yeah, on its own, who cares? Not me.
That's kind of where I am with this as well. So I'm basically just going to copy your review and say that for this.
Do it. I'll send it to you.
I think that just seems to be I think that's just how it is with boxes of wines. They don't want to overdo it with flavour. They
I wasn't expecting anything fancy, to be honest.
It's quantity over quality.
Yeah. I've just rated your first Chilean Cabernet Sauvignon. I did rate a couple of other ones on here, and I unlocked chapters of what the difference between Old World wine and New World wine is.
Oh, I didn't realise there were levels to this app.
Oh yeah, got to get to the final boss.
Who do you reckon? Oh, who's the best final boss?
I reckon Fraser Crane will be the last boss.
Oh.
And the wine, you've got to fight through the wine club to get to him as Corkmaster. Although he never became Corkmaster, Niles did. So Niles will be the final boss.
Niles doesn't feel like an appropriate final boss.
No, but he'll like be wearing some sort of mechanized exoskeleton, which completely takes you out of the Fraser canon, and it'll actually be like
it would still be like monogrammed though. He'd have a monogrammed.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Exoskeleton.
That was the episode they jumped a shark.
Metal Gear Fraser.
Yeah.
Okay, sell that to me. I'm already in, but expand on that.
Fraser is tasked to infiltrate the wine club because Niles has become a corrupt Corkmaster, and it turns out he's forgotten their brothers, but they're actually developed from the same singular super soldier, Big Boss.
Marty Crane.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. It would make sense why they're nothing like their dad, as if they were grown in a genetic super soldier wine lab.
You and I, Fraser, are the last two sons of
in
Big Boss.
the hashtag wine lab, which is something I feel we should make more of. Yeah, that's why Marty's he was an ex-policeman sent to guard them during their development.
All the lines between Liquid Snake and Solid Snake work here because Niles has a massive inferiority complex over Fraser, which Liquid Snake does. So he can deal with I got all the recessive genes and all that stuff. It works perfect. It writes itself. Doing it. I don't care if it's copyright. I'm doing it.
I think you should. And also, if ever there was a more like, I know you shouldn't have an inferiority complex, but Niles should.
Oh, he should.
Because he's comparatively rubbish.
Yeah. He gets better.
Yeah.
He gets better.
But I guess, he's the, what are the terms for it? You get the straight man and then the silly one. What's the silly ones?
The silly goose.
The silly goose. The straight man and the silly goose. And he's the silly goose.
He's the silly goose. He's the silly goose.
Yeah, that went on the tangent.
Should we maybe, Jazz, should we maybe
Talk to
explain a bit about who you are and who are you and what are you doing?
Yeah.
Can we get your mic a little close to you before?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just being a bit. Well, I wasn't saying anything. That's why.
Leave me alone. I wasn't saying anything.
Do I have to get my mystic ball out again? I'll do it. That sounds weird if you haven't seen the mystic ball. It's not my testicles. It's not like Lance Armstrong with his singular mystic ball.
Have you only got one?
Lance Armstrong. I've got two.
I have three.
Again, this might not be true. We don't know. Answers below.
Send your answers to PO Box.
Lance Armstrong, like Hitler, has only got one. Is that what it is?
I mean, have you ever seen them in the same room at the same time?
I do think Hitler would cheat in a cycling race.
Hitler was well into the occult and extreme science and stuff like that. There's no way Hitler wouldn't be doping. He'd have fucking magic, sacred blood pumped into his veins from some crazy occultist scientist. Absolutely. From what was it called? Is there a name for the weird occult science, alleged occult science?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know they had a name.
I say it's alleged because I don't know if you can really confirm that they literally did have mystical occult scientists, because a lot of that's probably not real in the magic that they do and stuff. So I don't think they could. Doctors? That's like a sect of. They probably had They probably hired witch doctors rather than regular doctors.
Do you reckon that's where that song came from? I called the witch doctor, and then that's about Nazis.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, maybe, probably. I mean, it makes sense.
I'm just typing in a Nazi occult scientist. There'll be a knock at my door in a minute.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi. We thought nobody cared about us anymore. Come and join us.
You want to see what we're working on?
Oh, 2020
really?
is a hard year. 2020 is a really hard year to get more members for our Nazi occult science group.
I've just found a abstract from the Cambridge University Press.
Uh-oh.
The Nazi magicians controversy, controversy, Enlightenment, border science, and the occultism in the Third Reich.
Oh,
Nazi magicians. Was this your card?
He's probably a race card.
There you go. It'll take too long doing that.
The fun with Nazis. Only joking. So I don't know.
So moving on from Nazis back to me.
Yes.
Seems
enough of the Nazis now, I think.
On that segue.
Speaking of Nazis, our next guest. I'm not a Nazi. I should clarify right now. I am not a Nazi.
I am also not a Nazi. I better say it slowly. I am not a Nazi. Not like say someone thinks I'm saying I'm a neo-Nazi.
I also am not. Nazis are totally not cool, bro.
Is this one of your
Bet they can't even do a sweet pop, shove it, or melon grab.
I can't do any of those. Am I?
I can't either.
I don't know what those are.
Skateboarding, bro.
Ah, right.
I used to skateboard. Yeah, a long time ago. I'm quite old, but I was really into it. Harrow Skate Park used to have an amazing. It was built in the early 70s. Well, it can't be early 70s because I think skateboarding. I think
skateboarding hadn't been invented.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it was built maybe late 70s, around about that time. But it's a great place. Used to go skating there all the time. But I am fucking terrible. So.
Yeah. Well, if I remember correctly, skateboarding was invented by Marty McFly in 1955 when he was being chased by Biff and his gang.
Oh,
yep.
He had a little mini scooter, which are now popular again, and he would wheel. He couldn't wheel along, couldn't pull any fucking sick tricks on that mini scooter. So he snapped it off and then skateboarded around. And that, to my knowledge, was the first recorded incidence of skateboard.
So that makes my claim of Harrow Skate Park being built in about 1972 absolutely justified. Correct.
Got your back, yeah, I got your back.
Absolutely.
So yeah, tell us a little bit more about yourself, other than the fact you went to Harrow Skate Park in 1972.
Well, what do you want to know? Anything specific? Do you want to?
I guess maybe I could probably make this a bit easy for you. So I know Jazz through. So I keep switching between Justin and Jazz. He goes by both names. He's an older gentleman these days, so tends to go by Justin more, as he's a professional.
He's the third Crane brother.
When people are angry, yeah, I know. The lesser known.
So would you be like have a super inferiority complex, or are we talking like the mecha line of cranes?
Oh no, because the parents always like me the most. So
they probably would. The other two, don't tell Cal. The other two, they're fucking dorks, nerds. The pair of them. Have you seen how nerdy they are? It's well sad.
Did you get a load of the nerd?
Nerdlinger 1 and Nerdlinger 2 is what I call them. Yeah, so I know Jazz or Justin. I'll switch between the two with no seeming power.
I think people can work out that it's probably me.
You can now. But, yeah.
He's explained it to them.
I'm just recapping over the previous. Just look. I know what I'm doing here. All right, I've done several of these.
Half a bottle gone.
So I moved to Cambridge, or so I started coming to Cambridge a long time ago by joining a band called RTC, or Right Hand Clyde, which is what Justin was in. That was a poorly constructed sentence. Sorry about that. Which is what that was in. And so did that. You played in several bands, so including the Saffs, which was a popular band. Tell us about the Saffs.
The Saffs were I'm quite old, so the Saffs were a sort of pop punk band, kind of pop punk band. Based started around. Excuse me, I'm going to burp. Disgusting.
That's fine.
They were formed back in. I think I wasn't there when they formed. Probably about 92. It was that long ago. I joined them in 94. Maybe they even started before then. I joined them back in then, and we just floated around. We were originally called Saffron's Daughter for quite a while, but it's quite an important story. So we'll speed things up. Anyway, we did quite well. We carried on, and then at one point, around about probably 96, 97, we decided to update our style with what was going on there, and we became kind of like we still played the pop punk music.
As they called it at the time.
I love the pop punk.
But we jumped on the kind of, I guess, the placebo type bandwagon of misfits, where, you know, wearing makeup, transgender kind of dressing, that kind of thing that fit in with that time. And that seemed to really hit a niche market at that time. And we kind of became, for a short time, people will probably disagree with this, but we became the darlings of the teenaged angst scene within Cambridge, which was a wave we rode for quite a long time until we split up. I think 2000, I think we split up in 2000. Yeah, okay. and then the seeds of Right Turn Glide formed from that.
I remember the song Pamela Anderson.
Yes,
I believe Pamela Anderson also remembers that song.
Yes, yes, yeah. So we wrote it was a joke, kind of a joke song. We wrote drunkenly, one of these just, you know, 4 chords all the way through, the same 4 chords all the way through. One of those songs that we played that seemed to become an anthem for everything. And eventually it got back to her, and she jumped on board. She tweeted it. That was that. We didn't get to meet her. You know, I don't think it legitimately gives you a reason to meet someone just because you write a song about them. You know, and if
she retweets it, it does.
She does. She did retweet it. Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, the lyrics aren't that kind to her.
I get the feeling that Pamela Anderson is the sort of person who could maybe take a joke, though.
Yeah. I mean, the opening line to it was, what was it? And this was drunkenly, as we said, it was collagen lips and silicone tits are the things that made you who you are, kind of thing, which isn't the kindest of things. But yeah, no, that's what it is. And
it's also true.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you say it's unkind, but it is. Let's think of it as just like frank commentary on Pamela Anderson's rise to fame.
And the funny thing is I co-wrote it with the singer Greg Ward, who's a lovely and amazing guy. And it wasn't until like 2-3 years afterwards we wrote parts of the lyrics, you know, each, and we shared it all and stuff like that. And we were in an interview, and he said, "Oh, it's a song about somebody who's really confused about their about how they're feeling about themselves. You know, it's about from a boy and literally wanting to change himself to be more like Pamela Anderson and all that, which is, you know, amazing foresight, you know, and all that thing." And I was looking at him like this, an interview, looking at him absolutely gobsmacked. And I was like, "Is it?" I was like, I just wrote about Pamela Anderson, like all my thoughts of it. So yeah, but yeah, no. So the Saffs was a thing, which really cemented playing music and at least giving a foothold and stuff. And then Right Turn Glide formed pretty much within the ashes of that. With our good friend Chad, you know, Mark, Callum. I don't know if you've met Chad.
I used to work with Chad.
Did you?
I don't think I'd get in trouble for saying play.com.
Oh, yes.
Sort of
Oh, did you?
I used to work with Chad there.
Oh, lovely. I didn't know you worked there. My wife worked there for a while as well. So.
All right.
There you go. So yeah, formed that, and that became very equally, I keep on saying successful and popular, you know, on the grand scheme of things. We were. At all.
You got 5 Ks in Kerrang.
5 cranes, you know, 5
cranes. 5 cranes.
5 cranes.
5 Fraser cranes in Kerrang.
Yeah, no, Right Hand Clyde was a really weird thing that when we formed, we had this, me and Chad used to live together, and we had this thing where basically we started to form a band, and we were all the idea of a band, and we were like, well, we're lazy, essentially. We're not going to do anything unless we book a gig. So before we had a drummer and any songs, we booked a gig 6 weeks away from
I mean, that's the deadline.
Well, yeah, I know, absolutely. And we got our drummer, our good friend Ed, who wasn't our good friend at the time. We were aware of him, and he came stumbling into the Portland Arms pub one night, saying, "I hear you need a drummer." And we were like, "Yeah." And he said, "Look at my look at this reference." And he handed a bit of paper, and it was written by the drummer from Motorhead, saying basically Ed's a fucking wicked drummer. He should join any band. And we're like, yeah, you're in. You know. And
so I was about to say that's ludicrous, just giving a fucking reference. But if it's was it from Mickey D?
Mickey D, yeah. Mickey D, because our good friend Alex.
Yes, you can have this job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I'll get it was on Motorhead headed paper, so he was absolutely
was it really?
On the desk of Motorhead.
So he was instantly in. And then like that was week 1. So we had 5 weeks to write songs. We booked a gig, as I said, and sold it out 5 weeks later at the Portland again. And it started from that. And then leading on from that, another 4 weeks after that, went in the studio, recorded. And 4 weeks after that, we just released a demo, which got Single of the Week in Kerrang! Out of absolutely nowhere, and that was the start of our egos getting ridiculously large.
Downhill from then onwards.
Absolutely, yeah. That was absolutely the apex of the band was happened in that first 2 months. But yeah,
that was cool. It was a good band though. I mean, that's why I fucking.
That was good fun.
I say I auditioned for you after Chad left. I believe I was the only one who auditioned for you. Yeah. So it was a very talented pool that you had to choose from.
And we still chose the other guy, but he turned it down.
Can we just plug my guitar also into a bass amp?
Yeah.
Just solve that problem. Yeah.
So that's it. It's just, but the whole, as you probably know, the whole music scene playing thing, it's a very weird thing where a little bit of fame or a little bit of acknowledgement can push egos to no ends of where you think you should be and where you're going, only to be shot down by them damn labels.
Well, Jazz, don't worry, because most of them are gone now.
Yeah.
So who's still standing?
Absolutely. Well, I'm sat down right now.
Well, still?
Hold on.
How many got left in there now? 2?
Yeah, coming close to.
It comes out quite fast out of these boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I'm
my second glass.
I'm like a wine box noob, clearly.
The problem with these tiny little glasses is that you get down this far and then you go, oh, I've got to top it up again. Yeah. So you're constantly I feel the need to keep on topping it up, but
I'm loving that.
And then
I'm
continuously
drink
it.
I'm loving that glass. It's giving me mad nostalgia for sitting on the wine glass in my dad's cabinet.
I just want to ask, why is it so small? It seems like
I don't know. This was
small.
This was without bringing the tone down. This was from without bringing the tone down. This was my gran and granddad's, and when they passed and were having to clear out the house, you know, it was one of those things like, well, that's going to charity. This is like who wants to take these, and these got an offer, and it's like everybody else is taking everything else. It's like, no, that they're coming home. Like, you know, I don't want to be grabbing, but I want to be grabbing these.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's something about the especially with white wine in there, but even with red it does work, because it's almost like the stem of the grape.
It's like
the green work. It just works.
Would it be called a snifter? Would you go with
a little snifter of Port Christmas?
Is it a wine glass, or is it like a dessert wine glass?
I've got no idea what it is. But all I know is all my other wine, because I don't really drink wine, which Jem does. All her wine glasses have hearts on them and patterns and everything like that. And I wasn't bringing them out.
I thought you were going to say she doesn't use a glass and just adopts like the method of just
Absolutely
into the hands.
By the way, before the end, we should try this at some. Actually, I'm just going to have to go at this now.
What, like a what are those sangria horns?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you could get fucking turboed up pretty quick on that. That's turboed up. Is that a new phrase?
Do you want a goon bag tip?
Yeah, do please.
Okay. So the inside of these, I don't know if you know. I mean, it only works for white wine.
Okay.
Excuse me, unless you want to make a sangria with your red. Are you all right there, Cal?
It spilled down my mouth a little bit, but it's fine. It actually tastes nicer directly from bag to mouth.
It's like
That
right
doesn't sound right.
from the teat.
Yeah,
So-
from the box's teat.
If you put
What
the
you wanna
sack, if you put the sack on your chin.
In case those at home wish to know more, I'll open mine up. So you get kind of that vibe inside. Normally they're silver, but
Yeah, mine's silver.
That's what it is. But if you're going to go to a festival, okay, take your goon bag out the box, whack it in the freezer. You've got a cool bag for a while.
Fucking
Freeze
genius.
freeze your wine up, then you've got ice cold wine, as long as it's white. Then you've also got a freezer bag for your like food goods and your beers to keep cool next to it. So when it comes to like day 3 of the festival, day 2, day 3, your wine should be gone through your beers by then. You're onto your wines. You've got a nice cold bag of wine ready to go. You're all good.
Well, I'll be a son of a gun.
Yeah, that is an outstanding and practical tip.
That's probably the best tip we've had, and that is a thing on this show. We get a tip from everyone, and that's a fucking brilliant tip.
That's why, yeah. You don't have to be greedy. Well, you can. What I'm about to say is very greedy. What I'm going to say, you don't have to be patient. You can just chill another box of wine and take that with you. So you've got instant wine with you, but you still got your frozen bag ready to, and it's probably prolonging the life. So you've probably got 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Does it affect the taste at all? Because like
by day 3, I've got no idea.
By like day 3, you're tanked already.
A very valid point. I've been to festivals with you, so I don't think I'd have given a shit.
Boomer, what's your tip? Actually, let's do tips.
Oh fuck!
Sorry,
I'm
did I
going to
jump
do
the
a tip.
gun?
No, well, I was hoping tips wouldn't come up. I don't think I've got one.
Tips always come up.
Do they?
Well, as long as we try and remember to get them.
I try and avoid. Have you got a tip? Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I've got a tip.
Yeah, good. I'll give you a tip.
I've got a great tip. If you decide to start a podcast, fucking make sure you prepare beforehand.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I've even done. I went somewhere. I went to the Peak District. Nice. It's nice there. Fuck. I don't think I've done anything that's like tip worthy. I painted this room. Oh, here's a tip. Don't get me to paint a room for you because you'll do a fucking shit job of it. I'm glad you can't see the edging I've done on the ceiling and everything here. It's appalling.
I do not have the patience for any DIY. I do it, but it's awful. It is genuinely awful.
No, it's terrible. Well, I put all these. I've got make this out of the way. I have condensed all of most of my instruments into one nice, fun wall.
Now, this is cool.
What's the harp thing?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is it
It looks like the handle of a saw.
It's a lyre. So it's a
You're a liar.
Oh no! Yeah, she got me that for my.
It looks like a child's porta potty.
Does a bit. It's can I reach? So it's a type of harp.
Oh yeah, you've shown this to me before.
It's not in tune at all. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This because I'm a massive fan of this dude called Einar Selvik.
Does a lyre? This is probably going on a tangent that no one cares about. But it's a lyre. Can you do you play it with 2 hands? As in, can you can you change chords
Yeah,
in any
so-
way, or is it literally picking notes and strumming a drone?
So you can. So this one's a 10-string lyre. So you have a you can play chords by muting other strings. So if you just like say put those two,
Oh,
things
okay.
that you then like mute 2 or 4 strings, and then you just like string. I wish it was in tune for this. This sounds appalling. Sorry, everyone listening.
D
to
sharp
this.
major 7th.
Yeah, and then you can just like basically by removing certain strings and just play certain ones, you can play chords that way with it, or just pluck the additional like, strings with it. You can't like riff or anything with it like you would with the guitar and thing by muting at different points. It's either muted or
Yeah. No, that's what I was wondering if you had to, but there's no frets, I guess. So that doesn't.
No.
Is it like fretless bass?
Yeah. But no, it's fucking cool. She I'm a big fan of the band Wardruna or Vardruna, I believe it's pronounced. I'll probably butchered that as well. And she got me that kind of huge fan of Einar Selvik who does all that, and he plays. That's his like main instrument he uses for it. It's absolutely awesome. Recommend everybody listen to Wardruna. They're brilliant.
That can be your tip.
Yeah, that's my tip. Thanks, Jazz. Cheers, dude. Yeah.
There you go. Would that also be your pairing?
No, because I love Wardruna and this isn't good enough. Do you want to? Yeah, we'll do a pairing if you like. What? Let's do the pairing now.
Yeah, let's do pairing.
So the pairing, I don't know if you know or not, Jazz, is pick. We've expanded it now. It doesn't just have to be an album like it originally was. It can be film, whatever, book. If it's some pair it with something. Pair it with an idea.
Well,
a song.
I think
Artist, album, video game, book.
I think I already mentioned it at the very beginning, but it has to be Jurassic Park.
Works
Just
for
for
me.
the Isla
Yeah.
bit, not the black bit. But yeah, Jurassic Park had some seagulls in it as well in the background somewhere. So we all
Weren't they pterodactyls?
No, that's a pterodactyl.
Oh, that's it.
Right there, right in the background.
A Samiad's favourite food, I believe. Does anyone remember the Samiad? Is it called the Samiad? It's like that weird, like boglin like creature that lived in the floor. Victorian kids. It was a program. I'm explaining this very
I
poorly.
remember boglins. Boglins were cool.
It was like a boglin.
I always wanted a boglin. I never got one.
I used to have and what were the little? You used to get like finger boglins as well.
Yeah, I had a finger boglin.
All I remember boglins is they used to pick up a lot of hair and fluff.
Yeah,
kind of
based on the material of their skin. Yeah.
Oh, fucking check this out! I've got this a while back. So who remembers? Do you remember like finger monsters as well?
Oh yeah! Amazing.
Yes, I was looking up the Samiad. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But he grants like wishes to children, and he was just like, "Oh, that was well sticky. My finger is gross."
You obviously excited him.
Right, so the Samiad.
That's what I'm just having a look.
I put,
Oh yeah. Oh god. That's
so this is the Samiad. This
is
little,
like a boglin.
It looks like a boglin. It was a pretty good description.
Oh, that looks familiar.
So it's also it's also a summer school in Dorking.
Dork.
That's where the Fraser Cream boys live. Fucking dorks. Yeah, it's from 5 Children and It. That was the name of the program.
Oh yeah, they did that. They did like
BBC
a remake of that at Christmas one time.
Oh, is that what? No, it was recent, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, it was
There was
recent.
something
Yeah,
recent,
it was
yeah.
like a couple of years ago, or maybe even last year.
Oh, yeah, this thing's a weird little. Yeah, so I remember he like granted them wishes, and he was like, "Oh, do you want a fucking pterodactyl?" And they're like, "What?" I go, "Oh, it's delicious pterodactyl." It's probably say it's my favorite food or something. So, yeah, I mean that was slightly rambling, but I think I got my point well across. So, yeah.
So is that what you're pairing it with?
No, that was completely irrelevant. I just interrupted Jazz's pairing and went off.
Okay, all right, okay.
No,
Story.
honestly, yeah. I started out for Jurassic Park. I'll keep with it.
Just number 1 or the entirety of the?
No, I'm not a fan of the Jurassic World. They're a bit.
Neither am I.
Yeah,
Like, I could watch
disappointed.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're
not.
watchable, but it's just like, why bother?
Yeah, I even I like the first. I even like Jurassic Park 3. I even like it's all right.
Number,
You know what?
It doesn't bother me.
It's not. It's no worse than number 2.
I have never seen Jurassic Park 3 from start to finish. I've seen start to maybe here. I've seen then like here to the end.
I
And
didn't understand that.
my fucking watch thinks it's talking to it. You don't understand? I haven't seen Jurassic
I
Park
can't
3.
understand how you could
Don't
turn it
you?
off either.
So I've seen the whole thing, but I haven't seen it from site A to site B.
The only bit very.
I just got that, so I was being a bit
Yeah.
fucking a little bit slow. It's the one.
The only bit in Jurassic Park 3 that made me go, oh god, why? Is the talking raptor. He was having a dream, and the
Yes.
raptor talked to
Yeah.
him, and it's just that bit makes me go, oh, you've ruined it with that. But other than that, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I remember the first time that I ever saw that bit it was on ITV at some point years and years and years ago. As often ITV like to do is show films, the same film over and over again. It was on about 7 times.
And then they move it to
The same
ITV2, and
Yeah.
then to ITV3,
But I
and then to
turned
ITV4.
I turned it on and I was with my older brother and he was like, oh, this is a bit where the raptor talks. I was like,
Oh, thank you.
what? And he's like, yeah, watch it. And it happened. I was like, oh, right. Okay. So it is a dream, but also it's still really fucking stupid.
But
And it didn't even say, if only went, clever girl.
But did you know the original plan for Jurassic Park 4, which eventually became Jurassic World, they touched upon the Jurassic World 2.
Wasn't it there was the idea of having the human dinosaur hybrids?
Yeah, the super soldiers,
Yeah.
basically.
And
Oh,
if you look
I've
at
seen
it,
the concept art. It's
yeah, there's
fucking-
concept art of it. Yeah.
Oh, it's dog shit, isn't it?
It's like,
it
this
is.
isn't Alien. This isn't
It
Alien.
is. It is.
Don't let Ridley Scott know about him. He'll make that shit. And he'll just, oh,
Don't let H.R. Geiger know. He'll turn one into dicks.
he's
Well,
dead.
I'm pretty sure he's dead, yeah.
I would have watched the fuck out of it though.
If
it happened,
If
I
Giga
would've-
did it, I thought we were pronouncing it wrong, though. It is Giga rather than.
It was a
Geiger.
Giga.
Yeah. So
Giga
I
out of
had to
here.
look it up because someone else said. I think Kermo called him Giga. I feel like he's a man who probably knows. So I
Yeah,
looked it
okay.
up. I watched an interview with H.R. Giga, and he pronounced his own name. So
Is it not her Giga?
I don't know why I said it that. He's not. Take that out. Who am I talking to? I edit this. Fuck it, I'll leave that in there.
Leave it in, but have it really loud.
Oh, snot's coming out of my nose.
Cool. Yeah, Boomer. What's your pairing? And the only reason I say is I do have a hard cut off. I probably should mention this at the beginning. I've got D&D later, so I do have to jump off fairly soon.
Oh, right. What time are you going to go?
As long as I'm done by 7:30.
Okay, cool. Just I'll keep an eye on the time. A pairing with this. Okay. Do you have one, Cal?
Well, I sort of kind of prepared a pairing because last time I had a box of wine, I remember it being a very enjoyable occasion. It was a lot of fun. Got through the whole box. It wasn't just me. It was me and a partner at the time. And yeah, it was good drunken fun. So I was like, well, I haven't drunk one of these for a while. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what is in store for me with this box of wine. Am I going to have a great time again? I bloody hope so, because that's why I'm doing it. The first couple of, the first glass at least, the first couple of sips, I wasn't really feeling this wine. Okay. Now I'm on the second glass. It's better. But actually, I still, this doesn't make the pairing any more relevant because the album that I was going to pair it with is one that I hadn't listened to in a very long time. I ordered it last time that me and you saw each other, Boomer. And
I remember. Sorry, I may have had a couple.
yeah, we'd had a couple.
Boxes.
I ordered
A
it.
couple of shelves.
I haven't listened to it because I realised I don't have a working CD player anymore because it's 2020. I thought my PS4 would be able to play CDs. No, doesn't play CDs.
You don't have a working CD player. Is this
Well,
the thing that people? Is this something people don't have now? Because I've got a working tape deck, mini disc player, record player.
I have a CD player. I can't
player.
really count it as working. But what I was going to pair it with was, and this might jog your memory, Boomer. 1 second. The album "Hurry Up and Die" by Hot Like a Robot.
Oh yeah, you did. Sorry about that. You did mention that because we were having one of our YouTube nights. And
Yes,
you played that,
so
I liked it. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to just hunt down music when I was way more into music than I am now. Regrettably than I am now. I only really need to like focus up on music and stop being such a dick about it. I'd spend my evenings on MySpace and LimeWire and MSN and all this, just finding new music to listen to.
Stealing.
Committing cybercrime.
But I used to go through MySpace and use like the music filters to find new bands. I'd find a band, I'd listen to them. If I didn't like them, I'd move on. If I did, I'd make a note and I'd look for them on LimeWire later and download their album. And Hot Like a Robot was one of these bands, and I put them on. They sounded quite experimental, if that is a genre. It's probably not. I don't know. This is based on my memories, and because obviously I haven't listened to this again yet, but I have a bit of a memory of them being a little bit Biffy-esque, like old school Biffy-esque, like Black and Sky, Virgo Bliss Biffy-esque, with a little bit of sort of Finch and a bit of maybe a bit of Dillinger Escape Plan in there as well. Just kind of all these different bands that I liked. I could pick apart like a little bit of it, and it was all like rolled into one. It was just this very obscure experience. I've only ever found 2 tracks of theirs from that album, but I loved both of them. And I always meant to buy the album, and here we are, over 10 years later, I finally bought the album. So,
better late than never.
Good times.
Yeah, in fact, it's over 15 years later.
You mentioned this earlier about you guys having a YouTube party earlier. YouTube parties are fucking amazing. If no one's ever had a YouTube party, then have they fucking lived? That's all I can say. But I am old enough to be participant of a LimeWire party, which is really shit because it takes so long to fucking download. You've got to really pre-plan. You know, the good thing, yeah, exactly. The good thing about YouTube parties is basically what someone puts something on and you're inspired by, so, oh no, let's put this one on next and stuff like that. But you've got to be like 4 or 5 songs in advance of what you want to hear.
So what we do with YouTube parties, I think we've mentioned it on here. I guess YouTube party is the official name for it now.
Yeah,
but it'll be me, Boomer, and it'll be Ben.
Ben,
terrible choice of music. Is it just he's trying to up his YouTube hits?
That's true. Every single one of Ben's choices is off his latest album, Self-Sabotage.
But yeah, he's we take it turns, put on a track, and we'll make a playlist out of the back of it, and then we've got all those songs that could be songs we've heard before, could be songs we haven't. A
lot of the time it's ones we put on, go, I've never played you this before. Go, well, it's got a red line.
Got a red line, but I'm so clearly you have at some point.
Yeah, I don't remember that, so it's probably not true. Yeah, no, I'm saying
What's the red line? I don't know what that is.
When you look at it on YouTube, if you've watched something on YouTube, it's got a red line under the video, like the thumbnail of the video.
As in the progress that you've got through.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Well, as it uploads, streams, whatever it is.
It's just as this as far as you've played it through, so it's red all the way along the bottom of it. Then it's
okay. I won't explain to Gemma what that is then in future, so I can't be caught out with that.
What you want to do? What you want to do, Jazz? You want to watch her on an incognito?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor Swift again.
Well, see, once you've watched it, you can just say, "I've only watched it once." It's got a red line under it.
Yeah.
They don't need to know you keep watching it over and over again, and I assume just sitting there enjoying and not mangling yourself.
Outrageous.
Oh, come on, mangle away.
Mangle away.
I
Mangle
don't know why I'm
away.
calling it mangling.
Is that the Robert Englund horror film, The Mangler 3, Mangle Away?
Ooh. I've got a pair.
I was going to say that was my pairing. It doesn't,
sorry.
doesn't technically pair with this, but listen to Hot Like a Robot. There's only one song on Spotify, and it's not from that album. So good luck.
Wait, was your pairing for something you didn't have? Have you just listed something you bought that isn't related to the wine?
No, I was going to pair it with the wine because I was expecting to enjoy the wine more than I did, and I'm expecting to enjoy that as I remember. But there's still potential that I won't like it.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah.
He might be lying.
Yeah.
Could be lying. I mean, it was in cellophane.
Right. I'm gonna do a short pairing for once. That's probably not true. I am gonna pair this wine, the Cabernet Sauvignon Chile 3 litre, rich and fruity, Valley Central 2019.
With the Saffs Pomerantz.
Sexy perfect. I am going to pair it with the Mission Impossible movie franchise.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
At first, because like I've had a few of these types before, like because you can buy these in bottles as well.
can I stop you now? I'm
Yes.
just wondering if you're going to say something completely contradictory to what I would think.
Okay.
But I'm interested to see where you're going. So.
Okay, right. Well, let's see how these contrast. So, I was expecting a lot from it. And at first, it was all right. I had no issues with it. I enjoyed it. But to us, as it's going on, I'm enjoying it more because, as with most booze, it gets stupider or makes you stupider, and I'm getting more flavor with every glass I'm having. So basically, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better and better and better. But they're not necessarily better because then you were aware that you've just been drinking more. So are you drunk now? And is this actually stupid? Which is where we are with the latest Mission Impossible.
I would 100% agree with you, Boo, with that.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel like it took me probably around about Mission Impossible 4 where I had to have a conversation with myself, and go, and it was almost like a what do they call them?
An epiphany?
One of those things.
Wake up call.
Slapped
in the face with the cold fish of reality.
You're gonna have to accept it. You're enjoying this, because I think I don't know what it is, whether it's Tom Cruise or being in it or the stupidity of it all, but there's something about it that makes you constantly think I shouldn't be enjoying this half as much as I am.
Exactly. It is perfect for the Mission Impossible franchise. Although the last one is like, I do feel like, yes, I am now drunk because the last one was so long. The last one's almost like a fucking hangover or like a drunk bus trip home, which is like, fuck, I just need to get home. Can it just end so I can go home? That's how I felt throughout the whole of that last film. Like during the last hour, it's like, I think I was in hour 9 of the last film. I'm not exactly sure how long it is, but I think it's 13 hours long.
I did enjoy it though.
I liked Henry Cavill's moustache and the fucking controversy it caused. Because they had to then reshoot Batman versus Superman.
Phil Batman versus Phil
Batman versus
Batman versus Superman.
Batman, Phil Batman and Steve Superman. I should at least be Bruce Batman and Clark Superman. Fucking hell, that film though. Should we touch on that for a minute? What the fuck? That film.
Which one? Batman, Superman?
Batman versus Superman.
Didn't watch it.
It sounds like a shit cricket match. Which they all are, to be honest.
Especially since Martha played such a prominent role.
It sounds like, you know what did they release last year? A few years ago. Bjorn versus McEnroe, a movie about tennis. About that, right? It sounds like a shit cricket match.
It does. And to be honest, a shit cricket match would have made at least more sense than fucking Batman versus Superman. Doesn't Batman kill loads of people in it?
I think, doesn't he use a gun or something? Or something like...
He does lots of uncharacteristic.
I think he does kill some people. Like he
stuff.
sets someone on fire or something like that.
Well, doesn't he use someone as a human shield, basically?
Yeah, something like that.
Unless they're just already there and he just like ducks behind them. That situation would fit in with Batman's ethos. That sounds like an actual thing, a Batman ethos. You can learn that in school. But yeah, no, there's. Although, what's that? Is it Justice League, the Snyder Cut thing that's coming out?
Yeah.
So is he just re-editing or is he remaking?
If you're spending 93 million re-editing something, you're remaking it, essentially. I don't know how much he's spending on it, but it's ridiculous millions.
Yeah, because I heard it's a big project, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a series or something like that?
No, it's
just a film.
It's a film. Yeah.
It's a one-off film. It's basically because he had to, for unfortunate reasons, had to jump ship.
Oh yeah, he left, and then Joss Whedon took over.
And
disagreed with every decision he ever made. So
that's why the hilarious moustache incident happened, because that was Joss Whedon coming in, who used to be great.
I Joss Whedon, man?
I don't know. Maybe it was of a time. Maybe it was what it was. But there's I don't know too much about it. But there's a few negative. I wouldn't say Harvey Weinstein level claims, but there's a few things floating around.
Is he the big baddie?
Possibly. I don't know. I don't want to say. Because I don't know. I literally don't know.
In case Joss hears, and then your movie career is ruined.
Well, I did.
Hey, Justin, what are you talking about it there?
I did work with some Buffy people for quite a while. So.
Did you? Who did you work with? Is it the nerds?
It's I worked with
Trinity. You leave Andy Head alone. He's a national treasure.
No, I'm just saying if he worked because he's British, that's why he would have worked with him. Because
back in the very early 2000s, I formed a record label. I co-formed a record label.
Did you? I didn't know. I've known you for like 15 years. I had no idea.
I ran, Repeat Records.
All right.
Yeah, so I started that basically because the guy who runs Repeat Fanzine wanted to start a record label, wanted to invest all his money into the thesaffs at the time, and I wouldn't let him. So I said, let's go into it together, and I'll invest equal amount of money, and we'll do it. And part of the thing we did, and this is back in the early days of the internet. You got to do that with the internet. I was massively into Buffy at the time, and there was a band on the Buffy soundtrack called Four Star Mary, and they provided the music for Oz's band, if you know Buffy. They were called Dingoes Stole My Baby on the show, but they provided the music for it, and I just emailed them out of nowhere, just saying, okay, I like your stuff. Maybe we should release you in the UK. And they got back. They replied back in the day when people would reply to your email.
Yeah.
And we ended up signing them to our label. Awesome. And they came over on a few tours. They ended up very wrong. Basically, it went south quite quickly. But basically, at the time as well, I was working in the comic book chain Forbidden Planet. So I got all their records in their shops across the country, did all that. And then it all went a bit shit after that. But they were coming over, they were selling out tours all over the place. We released a couple of records with them, albums. They sold out of our stock. When you're a small record label, you're printing 1,000, as a band, you print 1,000 CDs and think you'll sell out straight away. And now I just have an attic full of 1,000 CDs of different things, but their stuff just sold. So that was good. But I had to go over at one time. I went over to LA and went to a Buffy fan convention that they had that this band were playing at, and I got to hang out with everyone.
Did you get to meet the cast of Buffy, or
most of them? The important cast were not there. Basically,
I was going to say, they're the ones I want to know about.
Basically, the level up to Spike and Giles, they were there, but anyone above that weren't there. So,
Alison Hannigan, no show then.
Are you acting like? Hang on. Are you acting like Spike and Giles are not important characters in the Buffy universe? Is this what
I'm saying?
Spike a cunt though.
I'm saying,
yeah, but in a good way.
I'm saying, Boom,
yeah.
like a cake, like an onion. There are layers.
Ogres have layers.
There are layers.
Oz. I mean, technically, in Buffy, they were probably the best characters.
Oz was bigger than anyone in the Buffy cast, to be fair.
No.
Like, you know, he went on to do he went on to do Robot Chicken, you know.
Yeah, no one knows who he is, though, to be honest.
Because they don't look down.
Yeah. He's Chris in Family Guy.
Who'd be the biggest? I suppose I guess Sarah Michelle Gellar after Cruel Intentions.
Oh, absolutely.
She's the star, so I guess she doesn't count.
She was definitely the biggest.
Maybe
one.
David Boreanaz, he had a full career. I say a full career, he had a career.
He did Valentine,
and then
which was shit.
Bones, that went for 197 series.
That's that guy. Yeah, I always thought the guy in Bones looked familiar. Right?
Did he look like a sexy vampire?
Yeah, I always thought that. I was like, Bones kind of looks like a sexy vampire.
The interesting, I say the interesting. It might be an interesting thing. We stayed out with some fans of Buffy who we at the time of forums, the Buffy forum. We actually stayed with them for a week and a half out in LA, and their next door neighbor was Tara from Buffy, which was what's her name, Willow's lesbian lover.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
And during that time we were out there, she was an aspiring writer and director, and she'd written a film she was going to film in her flat, in her apartment, and we got invited over because we were literally next door neighbors. We got invited over and to paint her whole flat for the shoot. Yeah, I know. I know.
You guys are fans of that other show I did, right?
Yeah.
What a fame man.
Now going back to how shit I am at DIY, she got what she deserved. she got what, you know. They got no quality service from me. We just got really drunk, and she wanted each room to be a really bold color. So the whole room of the living room, for example, red. The bedroom was black. So we just had to do that. And I remember being stuck in a bathroom, not stuck in a bathroom, but stuck painting in the bathroom with, if you watch Angel Lawn from Angel, which
I liked Angel better than Buffy.
Yeah. The green guy, basically, me and him in a bathroom, like painting these cupboards.
You were sitting there with Lawn from Buffy.
Yeah. Who's unfortunately dead now.
Oh no!
Yeah, he died. He had a heart problem. He died about probably a good 15 years ago. Which really,
shit! I was
really
unaware.
sad.
I enjoyed him as Lorne. He was a stupid character. It should have been in there, but I did enjoy it. I
remember a trailer for Angel when I went on holiday to Tenerife, and they had, I don't know what channels they had over there, but they had a button on the TV and you could change it so that some
Angel.
channels would just go to everything just became Angel. No, it switched to English, so it would have the English dubbing, well, the actual English audio rather than the Spanish dubbing.
But that's where it's Angel.
Angel. But there was
it's actually a really common Spanish name.
There was a scene in the trailer where he has the stakes, like the hidden stakes, under his wrist, and he goes. I was like, and then years later, Assassin's Creed comes in, video game with the hidden blade. Angel did it first.
Was Angel like the first with the fucking like Steaks.
Yeah, I think so. It was the first thing I saw, so therefore there is the first thing.
Yeah.
It was definitely before Assassin's Creed, and that's the main staple of Assassin's Creed is the fucking hidden blade with the I kill you, but it's secret.
Well, I guess it's all just Taxi Driver, isn't it?
That's a gun though.
Yeah, but it's the flicking out from the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not enough. You can't stab someone with a gun.
I could fucking stab you.
Can
with
if
a
you
gun.
try hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Why don't you come over here and live down the road? Let's go.
Let's fucking do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it, man.
Fucking.
I would lose in that fight. If you've ever seen Boom without his shirt on, I would lose in that fight. Especially if you've seen me with my shirt off as well. His shirt on, the shirt off, the shirt off. Oh, push everyone's shirts off.
We'll keep our shirts on. It's fine. Fine.
I'm aware of the time, Cal.
Oh shit.
Right. Okay, we should probably say goodbyes there. Unless you want to fucking sack off D&D.
Nah, we sacked it off last week, so I probably shouldn't. But
You
yeah.
dungeon master.
No, I'm not. No, I'm Richard Caligula, a feral tiefling.
What's a tiefling?
It's like a demon guy, and on the first adventure we went on, you're not far off because.
Sorry, for people listening, I realise we should always do this one. For people listening, there may have been some. Oh no, I'm just going to look. Sorry, people listening, you got to watch the video.
Yeah, just go. So the first adventure we went on, before we actually went on the adventure, I tried to get everyone to go around and do drugs, which I succeeded in. And then there was also some barmaid which I had sex with, and I nearly had sex with a big orc man. But then I was like, nah, I'm not going to. We should probably move on.
Well, it's your choice.
It's my body, my choice.
Exactly.
I probably shouldn't say that, should I? As a white cis male.
These
white cis males can say that as well.
Okay.
You know, we are. You know, it's
we're also
allowed to be said.
Yeah, we're allowed to be nice, just because historically the majority of atrocities have been committed by white Christians.
Yeah, but that was that not me making fun of women? It doesn't matter.
We know you're not, because if you remember our season 2, episode 8. Two Hearts Beat as One.
Oh yeah! Wow, we went on a big fucking rant, didn't we?
We went on full-on social justice warrior rant.
Oh, I listened to that one.
Ah,
I thought you did quite well.
thank you very much. I was terrified the entire time, because if you say
when you
anything
started,
slightly wrong, the
when you started,
out.
I was like, oh, here we go.
That's the thing. It's one of those topics which can be a bit.
I'd already started 4 different like fake email accounts ready to go. Ready to go.
It's important stuff that got to be talked about. But yeah, no, I'm a bit of a rascal in D&D. If there's a chance to do drugs, I'll do it. If there's a chance to have sex with someone, I'll try and do it. If there's a chance to just muck about, I'll do it. Although we do have a guy playing with us.
I played D&D once, and there was no chance to ever take drugs or have sex with anyone.
There will be. You just got to find a way. There is
Should we play D&D in a separate game that Cal's not invited to? Because he's got his other friends, and we'll have our own drug fueled D&D one.
There is a guy.
He just asked me to have drug filled sex.
His character's called Fuck Horse, and his character's called Fuck Horse. He's a giant turtle man.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it will do in a second, because the dungeon master was like, "Oh, I assume you're called Fuck Horse because you are virile and you're like a stud in the bedroom." And he's like, "No, it's because I fucked a horse."
So have you ever? I think it's the film Game Night. Might be Game Night. There's a character. Jamie Foxx plays a character called Motherfucker Jones.
That's Horrible Bosses.
Oh, Horrible Bosses. That's it. Yeah. So maybe there was a sequel. Yeah, but Motherfucker Jones. Is it because he stole from his mother, which means technically he fucked his mother? I don't think people are getting that from your name.
If you've ever watched there is an anime series called Boondocks, which is it's about these 2 African American kids and their granddad. It's got a lot of N-words dropping and stuff like this. It's very, very funny. It's fucking hilarious. And there is a character in it called a pimp named Slickback. That's his full name. A pimp. He's like, that's what I said. Is he called Slickback? It's like, no. It's a pimp named Slickback. You got to say the whole thing. It's great. It's really funny.
You gotta go.
Samuel
No,
L.
I'm
Jackson
kicking.
voices a white guy.
I don't want to go.
Is it?
Oh
That's
shit! Yeah, it's.
Oh shit! Okay, well, I tell you what,
I don't think you should go.
no, fuck it. Just fuck it off. That's what I say.
I really should have planned for this and just been like, I
If
can't
only-
do it, guys.
If only this hadn't been in the diary for an
I
entire
haven't even
month.
shown you
Cal.
my second box of wine yet.
Yeah, fuck, you're missing out.
That's
Maybe
true.
I tell you what, maybe me and Jazz will just stay on and we'll continue the podcast.
I'll
And
get
you can
replaced.
leave, and you
I'm
can
getting
leave.
replaced. I'll be the guest next time.
If you like, we can do the old blah, 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 and then you can go. We'll carry on.
What you didn't realize, Cal, is earlier when we did the bushes, you were transferring your soul, your power over to me. Just like Freaky Friday, just like vice versa, just like every other body swap movie.
Face off.
Face off.
Face off
The
technology.
greatest body swap movie. Oh, actually, I actually want to get into it. What is the greatest body swapping movie? Sorry, Cal. Are you going, Cal?
No. I'll stay. I'll think about this for a little bit.
Go ahead. What is the greatest body swap movie?
Body swap movie. I want to say vice versa. Vice versa is amazing.
Which one's vice versa again?
Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage,
Yes, yeah. It might be that one.
which
wait.
is amazing. There is that great one with Jason Bateman and what's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, where they cross the streams of piss.
Yeah, that's in a fountain. They
In a
cross the streams
fountain.
of piss, and then they swap bodies, and then Ryan Reynolds.
That's probably
goes
the
to-
best concept, but I think vice versa is the best body swap movie.
Yes, I haven't seen that one. Even though it's got Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman. That sounds excellent. Actually. When was that from?
That's like late before. It's like 2010-ish era, somewhere before or after, maybe.
Okay. I should watch that then.
Yeah, it's good. It's all right. Well, I'm changing my mind. It's good. It's great. It's like fine. It's all right.
Yeah,
It's- I mean-
by the end of the, you're in the opposite way to alcohol.
Ryan Reynolds
Hold
is
on.
enjoyable in it.
Worse.
Ryan Reynolds is enjoyable in it as he is in most things. So if anything, you'll just enjoy it for that alone.
Yeah, I've watched him in a few films where, like, if it weren't him in that role, I probably wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah.
It's like when you get a good actor in something, if it's a fucking shit film, then the charisma kind of will carry it through, I suppose.
Here's one for you, Boom. Best body swap movie. No One Lives.
Oh, well, is that inside of a body?
Yeah. One of my favorite horror films of the past 10 years.
Oh,
No
what
way.
a film.
Which
amazing.
film?
No One Lives.
It's
Okay.
amazing.
I was going to say, surely The Thing is a good technically a good body swap, but it's just
Oh, actually, a good shout. I mean,
Very
it's
good.
it's as body swap as No One Lives. I think it's more because at least there's impersonation involved.
and he swaps from all the different bodies to become the big fuck freak.
The
Does
best
that
thing
mean
about
that the
the big fuck freak.
Fuck freak is the term. Look it
I
up.
love the good thing about the body swap movie of The Thing is that they don't have to pretend to be someone else pretending to be them. You know, how would Ryan Reynolds play Jason Bateman pretending to be like Ryan Reynolds? The Thing, they're just trying to be themselves, so they're just
Imagine if that happens, like Ryan Reynolds. I've got to pretend to be this guy, and it just explodes.
out his penis as a pissing.
Yeah,
I would love it if
as he's doing his wife.
I would love it if Christopher Walken was the Thing. So every time he's in Jigger, you think, no, I'm not the Thing. Well, I can't do a Christopher Walken impression, apparently.
No, you can't.
I really thought I could, but I cannot. Could someone do a Christopher Walken impression, do what I was trying to do?
I've tried. I can't do it.
You could do all the impressions. You should just have a career in voice acting.
I wish I did.
They'd fucking apply for one. You got to retrain now anyway, so just fucking go for that. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way around. But no, stick with the job you got. You'll be more stable.
Yeah, we must do.
So, do you want me to, while Cal's here, shall I show you my second box of wine?
Yeah.
You may have already done this on the show, and I don't know if you have, but have you done 19 Crimes yet?
Yeah.
Have you done the AR stuff?
No, but we've been told about it.
What?
No, I didn't even know it came in a box.
I got a box wine of it.
Oh, wait,
This is
which
for tomorrow.
do they all have actual criminals on them?
I don't know, but let's have a look at the AR.
I thought they were.
Let's see if I can
I
make...
did say, I originally said I was going to try and do the AR stuff and then like put it on the Instagram channel, but then I never did it because I'm lazy.
What's
see.
the AR stuff? I don't understand what's happening.
So if
hold
you-
on, let me see. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
You
wow,
can-
yeah,
you can
okay.
see it. Hold on, I've got to get it right.
What is AR
Oh,
stuff?
there he is.
He's fucking talking.
Is he telling us about his 19 crimes?
Ah, he's talking.
What's he saying?
Hold on,
Jeff?
let me see if I can turn it up. Hold on.
Is it a separate app that you need to download for it?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. But
'Cause-
hold on. Let me see if I can get this. I'll get it near the microphone as well. I can't get it right. Hold on. There we go.
I was banished to Australia for crimes against the crown. They believed my story was over, but it was merely the beginning.
Is that it? Anything else?
That's pretty cool. Though. Like,
That is awesome. I mean, he didn't tell us about his crimes.
Oh, I
But
know.
Jazz,
that's awesome.
put it against the screen. What does my panther say? Ah.
What does the seagull say?
Jurassic Park was the best.
I like Jurassic Park too. Shut up.
The talking dinosaur was okay.
It was a dream sequence. Get over it. Running in heels is fine. The new ones are okay. Even the second new one, it's not.
But
Okay.
that's pretty cool. I mean, it's weird when I downloaded the app because I'm going on a ghost or folklore podcast tomorrow to talk about
Oh,
shit.
do you want to plug that? What is it?
It's one of Ruth's. You Ruth McPhee. You know Ruth McPhee,
I know.
a friend of the podcast.
You're on Ruth's podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to that
Ruth is
tomorrow.
Stranger Fiction.
Yeah,
And
nice.
she said bring a suitable drink. So I thought some talking box of wine would be
He sounded
absolutely
Irish, that guy.
He did.
He did.
I was banished to Australia for my crimes.
But they have what I noticed when I downloaded the app. They have apparently there's a Walking Dead wine,
Ooh.
Oh.
which also does the same thing, which instantly made me feel, even though I spent a lot of money on this yesterday, instantly dissatisfied with my purchase. Then but we've got this. But also this was a lot more expensive than this. We're talking £5 difference.
Okay.
And this is only
It looks smaller as well.
two bottles.
That's just fancy.
I have another wine, which also has an AR thing on it, which I have tried. I downloaded the separate app, and this is the wine I'm going to have on the next podcast. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but basically, the app that I downloaded didn't fucking work.
Outrageous.
Yeah, but I'll go into that more next time.
Oh.
This is a good time
I
to
don't know why
finish.
to pause that.
Right, I will dip out actually now
Yes,
because
sir.
I've probably kept those guys waiting. But Jazz, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Thank you for having me.
Also, it's been brilliant. Thank
It
you
was a
very
lot
much,
of
Jazz.
nonsense.
Instead of the normal, like, bibbly, shall we all take a direct from the tea fucking sip? So thank you, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for joining us. We have been #WineLads. Good night.
Good night, America.